are so important to the collective body. If I can find the faith to step up to the giant and remind the giant of how great God is, not only is the giant going to find out how great God is, but everybody that's with me is about to be reminded that God is a very present help in the time of trouble. And when they see what God does with me, it's going to build their confidence up to believe God again, to do the same thing and better with Him. Now, Lord, give me the grace, the strength and the direction to deal with this giant. And what looks like it ain't going to work by faith is just what it takes. Come on, man, you got a big old giant, water picking up rocks. What in the world are you thinking about? I done tried on what y'all got, and when I found out that what you got wasn't working for you, I'm taking it off. I need to pick me up some stuff that's going to work for me. And here's what I'm saying to you, Saul. Here's what I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters that want to chide me for being so nosy. I want to say this to you. You got all the armor, and you wouldn't go out there with that armor, so why put that weight on my back? I didn't come here with that in the first place. I never needed that in times past, so I'm going to go with what I know works for me. And this is why you got to have your own testimony. You got to have your own experience with God, where God has done something for me. And what God did in my life built my faith up to believe that He's able to do it again. It doesn't matter that the circumstances have changed, but what I'm going to use is what I know works for me. Can't be going on somebody else's testimony. I need my own. Can't be going on the testimony from the line when there's a better be faced. I got to have both testimonies to face this giant. And now, Mr. John, let me say something to you. You think you got what it takes to take me out? I'm going to bring what I know has always brought me out. And that's the name of the Lord. It's a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. Lord, put me somewhere where I'll be safe. And safe does not mean that I won't face adversity. Safe does not mean that my life won't have some bumps in the road and I'm going to have to face some headaches that I didn't want to face. Safe means that in spite of what I got to face, I got God helping me and God working for me and God working in me. And by the help of the Lord, in the name of the Lord, I shall overcome. And when I overcome, it's going to take away everybody's excuses that's around me and with me not to fight anymore. I just can't take no more. I just don't know how I can make it no more. Yes, you can. Because I showed you the way to do it. And you must learn to watch the example that's working for you. Quit walking with folk who fail every time. Quit talking to folk who don't believe God anymore. Find you somebody who still believes God, who still wants to fight this good fight of faith. When y'all look like you don't want to walk with God, I can't hang around you. I need to be around somebody that knows and believes that God's a deliverer. So many times I found myself by myself, just like David. When I'm out here with these sheep, I ain't got nobody out here watching them but me. And if God don't help me, I'm going to lose the flock. And it takes God to help me not to lose this flock. Because your watch for your souls as God has ordained. And it takes help from God to minister to each and every individual sheep in faith, knowing what you need because God has to show me. And when God shows you and me what you need, you need to take your medicine when it's time for me to anoint your head with oil. And let your cup run over after you take your medicine. The Lord help me to remember. I didn't deliver nail one of y'all. It takes God. I just work for God and I watch for God. But it takes God. But my faith in God ought to inspire you to trust Him for yourself. And no matter what we must face when we are alone, we are never alone because He said He wouldn't leave us. It only looked like to the enemy that you don't have no help. But it's when you start fighting the fight of faith, you're going to find out where your help comes from. Right? Reflect. Take inventory. Lord, show me again. I ain't worried about what you can. Just remind me again of what you have done. And then give me the grace to operate like somebody that just believes you. See, you remember when we were kids, we talk about how our parents, they look like giants, didn't they? Yes, sir. Man, my mom could do, my daddy can do, my daddy was my hero. He could do anything. But he wasn't doing anything. But he led me to believe that he could. like my dad. My daddy was a provider. My daddy took care of things. My daddy worked hard. My daddy used the limited resources and facilities that he had to get it done. My daddy got it done. Now my daddy is Jesus. And I can do all things through Christ with strength. My daddy helps me. It's only because of my daddy I make it to this present day. Because my daddy helped me. But while my daddy was helping me, I learned from my daddy what steps to take, what steps not to take. And sometimes it's important for us to sit back and just reflect. Take inventory on where you've been and how you made it to your right here and your right now. You're not that smart. You're not that lucky. God has been that gracious. Shame on the individual who thumbs up their nose at all that God has done, is doing, and will do, and miss out on seeing what can be. I say to you today, take inventory.